Hey guys, it's Leo Stargazer. I'm here today with our monthly science-specific astrological reading. This is for September 2023, and this reading is for Libra. Okay, so let's quickly go over the astrology for the month. Just in general, we have had Venus and Mercury retrograding, Venus through Leo, Mercury through Virgo. Both of those planets will station direct this month. So that's a moment. Then we have the sun moves from Virgo, where it spends most of the month, into your sign, into Libra, bringing us the fall equinox. Throughout all of the month, also, we're going to have a new moon in Virgo to add to Virgo themes for the month. And then we have the full moon in Aries towards the end of the month. So a lot going on, a lot in Virgo. So Virgo is kind of going to run what we do right now, even though Libra season will begin this month as well. We'll get more into that next month. However, with the focus on Virgo, specifically with this Mercury retrograde, we are in it right now. And it's going to go through at least half of the month. And then the second half of the month, it's in its post-retrograde shadow. But by the time September is over, Mercury will be completely done with its retrograde, which is great. You'll have done your reviews that you need to do, whether you wanted to or not. And I'm sure you did great, though. I'm sure you kept balanced. I'm sure you're chilling out. But Venus actually stations direct early in the month. So we kind of will be wrapping up our reviews of love, pleasure, and beauty and all that stuff towards the beginning. But, you know, these Virgo themes with Mercury, that's still going to be going on through pretty much till the end of the month, which is fine. Because the way I see it, you have probably been dealing with a review of personal stuff, the unconscious part of yourself, maybe the ego part of you. Maybe you've been trying to keep in harmony the idea of your inner and outer persona. But today, for a little bit of guidance on the month, I want to do a past, present, and future spread. I want to kind of get an idea of how you've been doing things. I want to see where you are now, and then I want to kind of see where you could be going based on those things as well. So let's do this spread. Let's keep things in balance. I did come up with an intention for you, so I want us to think about that intention. For you, the intention is examine your unconscious, your inner world. As I am shuffling the deck, try to look at you inside. Focus on yourself. Bringing the deck into chaos, which probably isn't a super comfortable situation, but I'm going to bring it back into unity, into harmony, into balance. And I really want you to think about only you. Okay. Take some deep breaths. Try to, literally try to sit in a balanced way. I'm literally trying to do that right now, too. And let's get started on this reading. Okay. In the past, the card that I draw is the Page of Cups. Okay. Do the whole thing, and then we'll go over each position. Right from the bat, though, I'm excited. I love it. Present, where you are right now. The Chariot. Also fantastic. But we'll go over it later because we have future. Let's see where the Page of Cups and the Chariot lead us. Death. Okay. Woo! You know what? It's Libra. This spread turned out to be a spread of balanced stuff, for sure. Let's go over it, though. Because I'm very fascinated by some specific things. And I'll just mention one right off the bat. There's two major Arcana cards. That's all. That means that, for me, because this spread is about, or it's in honor of the month. It's for the month. Seeing kind of 2 major arcana show up in a 2 of 3 card spread shows me that the themes are gonna be major. So that may be speaking to you. You may be like, yeah, I know. Like, it's been a lot dealing with the deep, deep inside of myself. But all in all, I'm seeing some positive stuff. But let's go over it before I get too ahead of myself. Okay, we had the Page of Cups first. And the Page of Cups is in the past position. So what it shows me is that maybe when you dug deep a little bit, you found something that excited you. You found something that inspired you. You maybe found something that you didn't expect to be so kind of lighthearted and engaging about yourself. Maybe you thought you were going to dive deep and it was going to be, oh my gosh, I am justice. Like, I am all of that stuff. I've got to decide all these things. You know, I have to find out who I am for this. No, this showed us you have to find out who you are for your own sake, maybe because it's even going to be fun. Seems like you found that. If you can't picture something like that, try to go back and think about something. If you didn't find something, it was there. So maybe try to think back because there was probably some inspiration that you missed. So, but I'm thinking you found it, and that's kind of how you've kind of been staying on an even keel. Because the Chariot is your present. The Chariot, you're figuring out from the position you're in right now which direction you're going to head in. You're going to head forward just like the planets are going to start doing this month, because we're going to your season next. So you are definitely going to be focused forward. And the Chariot shows me that starts right now. Where you're led and which direction you choose, I do know they'll both be forward. Or not both. I do know that whatever direction you choose, it's going to be forward. A forward trajectory. So that's awesome. The Chariot's great. Because in the future, and I think this card is showing me that whichever direction you ultimately guide your Chariot towards, there's going to be a transformation. There's going to be an ending and a beginning. But more specifically, in the future, the way I'm looking at it, I'm thinking the end of the month. Maybe by the time that full moon in Aries blossoms, you are going to be in a transitory setup. Either in the middle of it or really approaching a critical point of it. But regardless, the direction you take your Chariot, whichever direction you choose, so you don't have to worry about it, your directionality is set. And it's in a forward momentum. Where that goes forward kind of will just happen. I trust that you, of all people, can guide that in a balanced way, in the right direction. I'm not worried about that. Seeing the Death card shows me, though, that when you get to that journey, it's not the end of the journey, it's the beginning of a new transformation for you. And because that full moon is in Aries at the end of the month, I'm thinking for you, there's maybe a sense of some kind of partnership involved at the end of this. That maybe the transformation is in some of your one-on-one partnerships. There's the potentiality for that. It could also just be fun. It could be the balance of fun and be something more routine or whatever. I think, though, once you get there, trust your direction. Don't worry about it. That'll happen. If you figure out what you found that was inspirational and imaginative and exciting and passionate, if you can figure out what that is, the Chariot's going to go forward regardless, but I think the Chariot can drive you to a place where this transformation can be easy, balanced, harmonious, and clear. You got to figure out what that was, though, first. What inspired you on this journey of self-reflection first? Regardless, though, at the end of the month, we'll be in your season. And that season is going to have some kind of transformation. And transformation can be amazing, especially if it's informed by balance and directionality. But above all, by finding something within us that is inspirational, exciting, intuitive, and imaginative. You got it. You'll transform. I know it. I'll see you next time.